another green marble crochet tutorial. For this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this cable stitch design that I've come up with. Yes, this. So this is a practice tutorial. We're just going to be practicing this stitch because we're going to incorporate it into the wrist warmers that we're going to be making for the next tutorial. So that's what this is. There's not a lot else that I can say. We could probably just get straight into making it. However, you can use any yarn you want for this. It doesn't really matter, but I do suggest using a yarn appropriate hook. So I'm using a medium worsted, and I'm going to use a 5mm hook for that, because that's what's appropriate. Yeah. So we're doing that. Yeah, we can just get straight into it. However, if you haven't subscribed but you would like to subscribe to join me for some more tutorials, I would love to have you join me. Big thank you to my patrons. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. If you need to get in contact with me very quickly for anything, look for me on Instagram. I'm the_green_marble. You can find me there very quickly for whatever you need help with. Or you can, alternatively, you can email me. My email address is thegreenmarbleproject@gmail.com. So there's that. Also, I'm going to link in the description below my Instagram, my Patreon, and the link for my notebooks on Amazon. If you want to have a look at that, you can go and check that out if you're interested. Yeah. All right, let's just get straight into working on this. All right, so as I may have already said, use whatever yarn you've got lying around. Doesn't really matter, because this is just a tester. I do suggest, however, using a compatible hook. So I'm using this, which is like a medium worsted weight kind of a yarn. So for that, I'm going to be using my 5mm. Yes, so that's what we're doing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the end of our yarn, put our hook down for the moment. I'm going to focus the camera and make sure it stays focused. And we're going to make a slip knot. So to make a slip knot, what you do is you take the end of the yarn between your thumb and your index finger of your right hand, like this. Then with the index finger and the middle finger of your left hand, you're going to wind the working end around like this, grab hold, and pull through a loop, just like that. You don't have to make the tail end too long. For this, it obviously doesn't really matter because I'll probably take this one apart again and use the yarn for something else. But if you make the tail short, but you know, sort of a decent length but short, you can sort of crochet it in as you go along. Anyway, we'll deal with that next time, I think. Next time when we do the gloves. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're adjusting that knot to the hook like this. We're going to pull tight. I think I'm going to adjust it the other way. No, it's good like that. Alright, so pulling tight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, I'd say, make a chain of... Alright, yeah, so we're going to make a chain of 14. We're going to be working with 14 stitches. So to make a chain stitch, it is yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, so that's 2 chains, yarn over, pull through, that's 3 chains, so we're going to chain 14. Alright, so there's our chain of 14. Now, because we're going to be working in double crochet, what we're going to need to do is chain an extra 2, so 16. So we're going to chain 2 more, so 1 and 2. But we're going to be skipping those 2 chains from the hook, so that one and that one. We're going to skip those. We're going to put a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So a double crochet is yarn over, then like I said, skipping those 2 chains so you can count them with your thumb or your fingernail. 1, 2. Then into this 3rd one just here, you're going to insert your hook into that 3rd chain like this. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's a double crochet. So we're going to have, to start with, 14 double crochets all up, all the way across, back to the beginning of the chain. So into the next one, another double crochet, just like this. Then into the next one along, our 3rd double crochet, like this. So I'll meet back up with you at the end of the row, and we'll talk about how we're going to move on to row 2. Okay, see you soon. Alright, now here I am at the end of the row with all of those 14 double crochets back along that chain. So now what we're going to do is, to move on to the next row, we're going to chain up 2, so 1, 2, and we're going to turn our work around like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a double crochet into the first 4 stitches. So your first stitch is going to be that one right there, directly beneath the chain of 2. So you're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over. So we're just doing the first 4. So this is number 2. Then we've got 3 and 4. Alright, yes, I just had to quickly revise my method so I know what to say, how to say it. So what we're going to do now is, into the next stitch, we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into the next stitch along, so into that one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, but we're going to leave it like that. And now what we're going to do is, we're going to yarn over once, yarn over twice, yarn over 3 times, then hold on to these loops. Now what you want to do is, you're including the stitch you've just gone into, you're counting 3 stitches across, and you're going to be working a back post, I would call this a quadruple crochet, around the 4th stitch along. But you are actually counting from the stitch that you've just sort of done half a stitch into just there. So the way that you know which stitch you're meant to be working with that corresponds with the body of the stitch, because obviously we're doing the back post around the body of the stitch, is that the stitch falls to the top left hand side of the body of the stitch that you're working with. So you can see that we've done half the stitch into this stitch just here. Hang on, I'm going to take this out for a second just so that I can demonstrate what I'm talking about. So here we've got the stitch just here that we've worked into, and you can see that that falls to the top left of this stitch just here, which is the stitch that corresponds with the stitch that we've gone into. So we're going to do that again. See, just here, so we're yarning over, going in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, just leaving it like that, and there's the body of that stitch that we've just gone into just there. Now what we're doing is we're counting 4 across, so 1, including that one, 2, 3. Then for the 4th one along, we're yarning over 1, 2, and 3. So you've yarned over 3 times, and you're going to do a back post stitch around that 4th one along. So to do a back post stitch, what you do is you go in around through the back. So you're pushing your hook in out the side of that stitch, so you out the right hand side of that stitch, and you're pushing your hook in front of the stitch and going in through the back again like so. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you've pulled through 2 3 times. Now you're going to yarn over, pull through 3 to finish that stitch. So I'm doing sort of a double crochet along the back for all these 6 ones that we're working the cable into, just because I think it gives it a nice backing. It sort of lifts the cable up a little bit more, also sort of prevents gaps, you know. That's just what I think. So that's what we're doing. All right, so now for the next one along, we're going to yarn over, instead of pushing that long cable stitch to the front, you're going to go into the next stitch along just there like that. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. All right, so we've done half a stitch into that next stitch along. Now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over 3 times again. So 1, 2, and 3. Then moving on to the next stitch along after the one that we've already back posted around, we're going to do a back post around the next stitch along. So there's that one that we've already put a back post around. So for the next one, we're going to go in beside that stitch, push out in front of it through the back like this, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then to finish up, yarn over, pull through 3. So this particular thing we're going to do one more time, so we'll do it together. Yarn over, you're going to push that cable stitch in front to the front, go into the next stitch along, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, but leave it like this, then yarn over 1, 2 and 3. Then moving to the next stitch along that you're going to back post around, you're going to go in beside like so, push out in front of it to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, and that was a bit messy, let's do it again. Let's do that whole thing at 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to back post around that stitch just there. Where are we? There we are. Okay, yes. No, that's the one I've already back post around. So this one just here. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Ooh, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then to finish it up, yarn over, pull through 3. Alright, so we've done half of the cable for this row. So now what we're going to do is yarn over, we're going to push that cable in front to the front, you're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now what we want to do at this point is we are going to yarn over 3 times, so 1, 2 and 3, but what we've got to do is we've got to turn the work like this, and we're sort of twisting backwards, and we're going to put in some front posts around the 3 stitches previous to the back posts that we did just here. So if you count back 3 from the first back post that you did just there, so that one just there, you're going to count 1, 2, 3 along, you're going to do a front post around that, and to do a front post, hang on, let's count back, so 1, 2, 3, for a front post you are pushing in beside in the front just here, you're going to go behind the stitch, come out the other side in the front just here, you're going to yarn over like this, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, sort of twist your hook at this stage so you can get it through those 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then you've got yarn over and you're going to pull through 3 to finish this stitch, so 1, 2 and 3. So there's the first part of that twisting back. You've got 2 more of these to go, so you're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch along, so that one just there, you're going to go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over 1, 2, 3, twist around. Now what you're doing is, after this one you're going to count back this way again, so you're going to go into the next one along towards the other cables just here, so in the middle just here, you're going to go to the next one, which is this one just here, you're going to do a front post around that, so yarn over, pull a loop up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3 to end. So one more, yarn over, going to the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leave it like that, then 1, 2, 3, yarn over, turn. So now we've got a stitch, where are we? We're going to find that last one just right in the middle there before these cables on this side. So if you push your cables aside just like this, you'll be able to find the post of the body of that stitch. So you're going to go in, front post around that, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's try and keep that out of the way. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So there you go. And now you're going to have 4 double crochets to finish up the row into the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now what we're going to do, it might look a little bit wonky there, but it's going to be fine, trust me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 2, so 1 and 2, and we're going to turn in preparation for the next row. Alright, so for row 3, what we're going to do is we're going to put our 4 double crochets into the first 4 stitches, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Alright, there we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to be putting front posts around all these cable stitches. So to do that, we're also going to be putting we're going to be putting a double crochet into the stitch itself, just for the backing. So what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over. I'm going to make sure the camera stays focused. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then leave it like that. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go around the body of the first cable. So this one just here, you're going to go up and around. Should be easy to get your hook around that. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So there's your first one. Then you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into the next stitch along. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you're going to yarn over and put a front post around the next cable along. So that one just there. Go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 3. Yarn over. Go into the next stitch along. Do half a double crochet, leave 2 loops on the hook, yarn over. Then go around the next post, the next cable post, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. All right, so now what you want to do is you sort of want to push those cables aside so that you're getting around the posts of these cables that are beneath this one. So the braided, beneath braided side, the underside of the braid, or the inside. So you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into the next stitch along, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and like I said, push that aside so you're really getting that first cable just there, the next one along. You're going to go around that post like so, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Then yarn over, go into the next stitch, and this one should be easy. These next 2 ones should be easy. So you do half a double crochet to the next stitch, yarn over, and look for the next post along, which is just there. You're going to go front post around that, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So now you've just got your remaining cable. So you're going to go into, where are we, the next stitch along, and remember the stitch that you're working into falls to the top left of the body of that stitch. So there's that cable just there, and there's the stitch falling to the top left. So you're doing the beginning of that double crochet, yarn over, go around the post of that stitch just there, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 3. So there you go, there's the beginning of our cable, just like that. Now you've got 4 stitches to finish up the row. All right, now then, what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 2, so 1, 2. We're going to turn the work and we're going to get started on row 4. Now, row 4 is going to be a little bit like row 2, just with some differences. So we'll be doing, the front posts will be easier to see, basically, of the stitches. All right, so we're going to put our 4 double crochets across. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 across. And to do the backing of the first stitch, we're going to yarn over. We're going to start a double crochet but leave 2 loops on the hook. Then we're going to yarn over once, twice, 3 times. And it's going to be fairly easy. So we're looking for the first of the last 3 just here. So what have we got? Cable number 4. So you've got your cables just here. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 just here. So you're going to do a sort of a back post. It's like, it is a back post, but you can sort of call it a reverse front post, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's just call it a reverse front post. So you're sort of turning it to face you and you're going in like this. So it's an upside down front post, I guess. Then you're going to yarn over, pull a loop around the post of that cable, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 3. Then you're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, sort of pushing that cable in front. Pull up a loop, do half of a double crochet, yarn over 1, 2, 3, then moving on to the next post along, so that one just there, you're going to do your quadruple crochet around that. So pull through a loop, over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 3. Go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, leave those 2 loops, 1, 2, 3. So we're just doing this together, and once I've done this row, yes, that's what I said. Once I've done this row, all you're gonna have to do is repeat rows 3 and 4, and that's what makes up the rest of the pattern. So what are we doing? We've done that, and now we're doing into the last post at the end, just there. You're gonna go around the post of that stitch, making sure not to get tangled. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 3. Then yarn over, go into the next stitch, complete half of a double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Turn the work this way. So now it's going to be a lot easier for you to see which stitches or which posts you need to go around. So you're starting with the very first one just at the end here, and you're going to go front post around that, yarn over, pull up a loop. Hang on, is that right? Yes, that should be, yep. Insert that one just there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through, and you sort of twist back 3 like this. So yarn over, going to the next stitch, completing half of a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, turn back to the front. Then you're going into the next cable along. So what have we got? It's getting closer to the middle. Into the next cable along just there. Make sure you're going around the post of the double crochet and not the quadruple crochet from the previous row. So just make sure you're doing that. It would look a bit weird. So 1, 2, 3, then pull through 3. Then we've got one more, going to the last stitch just here, complete half of a double crochet, yarn over 3 times, turn back to the front. Then, where are we? We're just going to find that double crochet that's next along the front post. So that just there, right in the middle. You're going to go round that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, then finally pull through 3. Oh, and now we've got 4 stitches to the end of the row. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It may seem a little complicated at first, but trust me, once you repeat the process many times, it becomes very easy. So as you can see there, it's forming quite a nice braided cable stitch pattern, and it looks really nice. I think I am leaning a little bit more towards making wrist warmers for this particular design. Just because I think it's quite a yarn eating stitch. I mean, because you've got the backing of the double crochet plus the cable that comes out the front. So you're sort of bulking up and using more yarn as a result. So yeah, maybe just wrist warmers. Plus it'll look nice. It will look very nice. I mean, I live in the south of Spain, so it's cold, but it's not really cold. It's not very fair, is it? I mean, obviously around the world, other people are cold, so I think I will come up with some kind of half finger glove for this winter. Yeah, I'll come up with something. Anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed this. I've enjoyed it, and I do. I love this design. I think it's really pretty. I'm very proud of it. All right, so yeah, I think that's it. Let's go away. Let's practice our cable stitch, and then let's meet back up for the next tutorial when we make our wrist warmers. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.